Student, I am Sushil Joshi here with you, and today we are going to learn the new topic, that is Roman numbers. It is one of the most important topic because Roman numbers are widely used in mathematics for representing the numbers. As we know that the Hindu-Arabic number and the international number generally we use while calculating the number of items and solving the different types of the addition, subtraction and the four basic operation by using the international and the Hindu-Arabic numbers. So what are the Hindu-Arabic numbers? We generally write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are called as the Hindu-Arabic number. But in Indian system, if we write it 1, in Devanagari Lipi 2, 3, 4, 5, like this we can write this. So what are Roman numbers? Roman numbers are the numbers used by the Romans to represent the numerals. Numbers used by Romans to represent numerals. So these are called as the Roman numbers. So let us take an example how we denote the Roman numbers. First I write Roman numbers. I draw a chart, Roman numbers and our international numbers. Or we call it as Hindu-Arabic numbers. These are. So first one is here in Roman numbers. Always remember that we are using the different alphabets while denoting the numbers. One note represent. I write here note. English capital letters are used to represent Roman numbers. This, you remember this note, English capital letters are used to represent Roman numbers. Now we will find what particular English capital letters represent the Roman numbers. Not total 26, but out of the 26 English letters, capital letters, we use few letters to represent the Roman numbers. So let us see what they are. This capital letter I, generally write here one line for I, it represents 1. 2 lines, that is 2 capital I, write here 2. 3 capital letters I, we write here 3. Now look here, I will first write the numbers, then I will write few rules how we write the numbers. To denote 4, write IV, a new V letter is introduced here, we write here 4. To write 5, we write here V only. To write 6, we write here VI 6. To write 7, VII. Write 8, VII 8. To write 9, we write IX, that is 9. And to write 10, we write here X. So look at these numbers carefully. What we learn? How many maximum times this I comes from 1 to 10? Maximum times 3 times. Look here, 3 times. Then how many times? Here also 3 times. Here X is there to represent. So you remember that from 1 to 10 we write here. So we represent I maximum 3 times only. Now what happens? Now in international and Hindu Arabic numbers, a number present before 1. What is that number? A 0 is present before 1. I write here 0. But in Roman numbers, we cannot represent 0 with the help of any capital letter. So there is no number present to represent 0. How we write it? Now this is the limitation of representing the Roman numbers into international number while representing the 0. Now remember that these are the notations to write the numbers up to 10. Then we write the few rules how we represent the Roman numbers. I hope all of you understand it very well. Now the first one is, look here, rule 1. In Roman numbers, we use I, V, X, L, C, D and M English alphabets. In capital letters to denote Roman numbers. Please remember it. In Roman numbers, we use I, V, X, L, C, D and M in English alphabet. Don't write it. English alphabets in capital letters to denote Roman numbers. A part. Then second part of rule 1. We use maximum 3 times the following letters. Which one? That means whenever you are going to use a few alphabets in capital letters, you have to use it maximum 3 times. Which are they? I, that is instead of writing I, we write here I, then X, then C and M. Later I will tell you what the C and M represent. So we use maximum 3 times the following letters I, X, C and M. For example, three times X. As you previously know that X represent the 10. This X represent 10 and 10. That means you have to add this. We got 30 here. Only 3 times you have to use. Then C. Now remember that C represent 100. What this C represent? C represent 100. So you can write triple C means you add this C up to 3 times. Don't write here any sign. Triple C means 300. So you can add M. Last one is, so I remove this part and I write here M. M represent 1000. What M represent? So if you add 3 times 1000, that is 1000 plus again 1000 plus again 1000, you got 3000. So what this 1 amp represent? 1000. Remember that. So this way you can write it. I hope all of you understand. Rule 2. L is equal to 50. L is equal to 50 and D is equal to 500. Whenever you write a smaller number to the left of greater number, then you have to subtract smaller number from greater number. So what does it mean? Look here, for example, whenever you write a smaller number, suppose I write I represent 1. What I represent? 1. And I write V represent 5. What this V represent? So 5, V is greater than I. That means 5 is greater than 1. So a smaller number, look here, it represent 1, it represent 5. So a smaller number, whenever written on the left of the greater number, then you have to subtract this 1 from 5. What does it mean? You have to subtract 1 from greater number and we will get the result 4. So look here. Again, suppose I write here. I represent 1, X represent 10. Remember that. So what does it mean? A smaller number when written to the left of the greater number, you have to subtract it from greater number. 10 minus 1, we got here 9. So in this way you have to write it. I hope all of you understand. 3. Rule 3. Whenever a smaller number written on the right of the number, then we add that number. Then we add that numbers. Look here. For example, xi. So not xi is there. We know that this x represent 10, this 1 represent I represent 1. So what this rule third told to us? Whenever a smaller number is written on the right of the number, then we add the number. And look here, I represent 1, that means I is a smaller number, x represent 10, x is the greater number, smaller number written on the right hand side. So we add these two numbers. We write here 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. What does it mean? Xi. Number 2, look here, LV. L represent 50, remember that. V represent 5, 5 is smaller number, L is greater number, so we add these two numbers, that is 50 plus 5 is equal to 55. Look here, so this is rule number 3. Rule number 4. If a smaller number present in between two greater numbers, then we subtract that smaller number from a number present to its right hand side, from a number present to its right hand side. Now look at this fourth rule carefully. For example, suppose 2x represent 20. Look here. This is 10. This represent 10. 2x means 20. This I represent 1 and this V represent 5. Look here. A smaller number is present in between two greater numbers. That means 10s are there and 5 is there. 5 and 10 are greater than 1. So what does it mean? It means that we add this 10 plus 10 plus we subtract 1 from 5. We subtract smaller number from a number present to its right hand side. That means you have to subtract this 1 from the number present to its right hand side. Means you have to subtract 1 from 5. So we got 20 plus 4 is equal to 24. I hope all of you understand it. Again, take second example. Suppose this is LIV. L represent 50, I represent 1, V represent 5. So what does it mean? You have to subtract this middle number, smaller number from right hand side. That means from 5. So 50 plus 5 minus 1, you got 50 plus 4 is equal to 54. All of you understand it very well, and I hope these 4 rules are very basic rules to recognizing the Roman numbers and to solve the different types of the questions based on these Roman numbers. So let us take an example how we represent the different international or Indian Hindu Arabic numbers with respect to the Roman numbers. Remember these 4 rules, these are very important. Represent question number 1. Represent following numbers into Roman numbers. Following numbers into Roman numbers. Here numbers, here Roman numbers. Roman numbers. We make 2 columns to represent it. First one is suppose 10. So how we represent 10? X represent 10. 5, V represent 5. Then 12, X first we write 10. And to represent this, now look here, How we read it? Ones and tens. 1 is present at tens place. That means you represent this tens place as x, and these 2 we write here 2i. 13 x and 3i. We know that the rule first one, maximum 3 times you use the letters I and x. Suppose you write 40. So how we write 40? You cannot use, look here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We can't use it. We have to use it maximum 3 times only. How many times? 3 times. So we cannot use x as 4 times. So how we write? To represent such types of the number, you have to write the greater number first, L, that is 50, and we subtract 10 from L, that is XL. So what is our third rule? Third rule says that whenever a smaller number present to the left hand side of a greater number, it is rule number 2. A smaller number present to the left hand side of the greater number, that time you have to subtract it from the greater number. That means this 10, this 50, you have to subtract it. 50 minus 10, it represents 40. So how we represent 40? This is one of the most important representation. Many times students make a silly mistake while representing this 40. So XL represent, that means 10 and 50. 50 minus 10 is equal to 40. Then 41. How we write it? XL means 40 and this I represent 1. 41. How we represent 42? XL, 2 I is there. Again, if I take here, then 50, to represent 50, we write here number and Roman number. We write here L, then 100, we write here C, then 200, we write here 2C, 212 C, for 10 we write here, 200 for 2C, 2C means 200 and 10 means X and 2 I's means 212. Then 500, to represent 500 we write here D, and to represent 1000 we write here M. 1000 here and we write here M. This way we represent the different types of the numbers with respect to the Roman numbers. Again, one of the most important question. Now this is 30. Suppose anyone asks you, write the 39. Suppose I write here 39. This is 40. What I tell you, in rule 1 you use the maximum x 3 times. So write here x 3 times, and for 9 we write here ix. So how we represent 39? 30 means 3 times x and ix means 9. So before denoting the Roman numbers, you have to learn the table of representing the Roman numbers carefully. If you learn it, then you will definitely solve all the questions based on the Roman numbers. In next lecture, we will find the different types of the operations, that is how we add the different numbers by using the Roman numbers. I hope all of you understand it very well, and thank you.